us up, your details, your life. Show us your children, your photos.
As I sit here, so honored, so humbled, so blessed to be with you on this Sunday global transmission. Things are so incredible. Things are so fantastical. So dizzying, so filled with wonder that I have trouble even believing it. You have Trump invoking God and unity and birthright and destiny and advanced technology and life extension and all these secrets that have already been discovered in many cases. You look how far humans have come since fire and the wheel and stone implements and right through to now. We have already jumped to 100,000 times the technological prowess of just 100 years ago. And now the acceleration is exponential, and the so-called elites, the inbred generational families, are just totally freaked out, wanting to suppress all this and putting out promo videos for kids all over the world where it shows humans as a disease killing the earth and then spreading like a virus to space. I mean, if these aren't aliens manipulating our government trying to destroy us, they might as well be. And I'm not saying they literally are. It's just this is an anti-human kill, steal, and destroy program. And it's what the globalists are pushing. It's what the leftists are pushing. You know, it's what Obama and Hitler are pushing. It's what all these central globalists are pushing. And it's an amazing time to be alive. I want to go to Carlos and Ryan and Dan and A-Braces and Connie and others. We're opening the phones up for first-time callers tonight to talk about what do you make of mainstream news saying, have witchcraft Friday and Saturday night against Trump, movie stars, Hollywood stars, let's hope he dies. And then town hall meetings saying, hail Lucifer when Christians pray, at the start of an event, or people saying, hail Satan at the Texas Capitol at a pro-life event, just showing up. I mean, these people are out of control. And then Trump saying, I'm not going to the White House Correspondents' Dinner because the president makes the event. You say you hate me, you're the enemy press, you're collapsing, you have no viewers. If I show up, you'll have all the viewers. Why should I give you the fire of the viewers, the Promethean fire? And by the way, there's over 100 MSM groups that are always at the front of the list, excluding in the room size all these other radio stations, TV networks, and other groups. A lot of them are even mainstream, not just, quote, alternative or patriot. We're going to just take 4 or 5 big MSM groups off the list today, and you'll get back on next week. We're going to let these folks in that can't ever get in. And CNN says, we always get in. We're entitled. We're CNN. Doesn't matter. We have a shadow of ourselves, and our top show has 1 million viewers, and our lowest show's 50,000 at midnight or so. Doesn't matter. Because Glenn Beck's back on CNN saying it's very frightening that Bannon spoke repeatedly about nationalism and better trade deals. Why, countries don't do that. That's not conservative. No reason for him to go sit and pretend. Trump says to the Washington Post. And pretend with the fake media. That's right. They're pretenders to the birthright of America. They're frauds. They pretend they're powerful. They pretend they're in charge. And then we're sitting here just to believe the illusion. The illusion of MSM is falling. It's dying right now. I want to start taking your phone calls, and we'll do that after the break. But I've got a bunch of clips I want to get to as well. You've got to play this again because Trump slams fake news at CPAC. But if you watch Colbert attacking me and Trump in the same piece 3 days ago, or you watch who is a fake guy doing a fake newscast like he's a fake news presenter saying we're fake, they said Trump wants to ban the media. Trump says the media is fake. No, he said you posing as a journalist is fake and CNN lying is fake. And then you go and say, no, he said the media is fake. And Trump comes out and exposes that, and they still keep doing it. He says when CNN lies and lies about our crowd size or lies about what I said, they're fake news. They come out and say, Trump says all media is the enemy. No, he said fake news is the enemy. And they just can't help it because they have this culture as scumbags of preying on their viewers. So here it is. Trump slams fake news media. Here it is.
I want you all to know that we are fighting the fake news. It's fake. A few days ago, I called the fake news the enemy of the people, and they are. They are the enemy of the people. Because they have no sources. They just make them up when there are none. You know, the dishonest media, they'll say, he didn't get a standing ovation. You know why? No, you know why? Because everybody stood and nobody sat. So they will say, he never got a standing ovation. Right? That's the way they are. They are the worst. Donald Trump did not get a standing ovation. They leave out the part, they never sat down. They leave that out. They're very dishonest people. In fact, in covering my comments, the dishonest media did not explain that I called the fake news the enemy of the people, the fake news. They dropped off the word fake. And all of a sudden, the story became the media is the enemy. They take the word fake out. And now I'm saying, oh, no, this is no good. But that's the way they are. So I'm not against the media. I'm not against the press. I don't mind bad stories if I deserve them. And I tell you, I love good stories, but we won't go. I don't get too many of them. But I am only against the fake news, media, or press. Fake. Fake. They have to leave that word.
By the way, I've watched probably 1,000 of his speeches or more in the last 2 years, and I was just coughing a little bit. I'm a regular guy. He doesn't ever cough. He doesn't ever stumble. It's like a machine. And what comes out of the end of the machine is prosperity and freedom and family and love of God. And religious freedom. You can go worship the devil all day long. Just don't grab kids out of backyards or anything. That's why they hate him. Because we've been hijacked by a bunch of scum, and we now realize that CNN, MSNBC, all of it, Fox, except for a few shows, is attacking Trump. They all need him, and they all need us. And they sit there and they play those games. Megyn Kelly, I'm talking about Hillary funded ISIS and Al-Qaeda to kill hundreds of thousands of people in Syria, tens of thousands of children raped and killed, and she's personally responsible. They cut that together and say that I say it's pizza place in D.C. when it's not. And the media tells me, give us a retraction that Hillary's personally murdering kids in the bottom of some pizza place. And I say, I never said that. Megyn Kelly played that clip out of context, lying to people. I covered the news articles about what was being claimed at the pizza place. But see, I'm the big target, just like Trump is, because I'm actually talking. People keep saying, why does Alex make the same hand gestures as Trump? You go back 20 years. This is the hand gesture I make. Nobody makes that but me and Trump. I don't know what's going on. I'm starting to get freaked out. I mean, a lot of people do this. It just means you can bet it's done. I was a little kid. They had like Jell-O ads. They went, it's good. That means, hey, it's like Italian restaurant. 100 years ago, it's delicious. It means good. It's not some Illuminati symbol. But this, see anybody that me and Trump do that? I don't know. Why have I been doing that for 21 years? It just seems like, I just do it. And I'm starting to realize everybody's kind of starting to know these similarities. I kind of ignored it. But then I started to really pay attention to a bunch of stuff, and it's weird. It's weird. The liberals are the ones that actually noticed it. It's crazy. It's like you got this New York patriot, InfoWarrior, who's been awake to this since he was 30 years old. You got me down here. I've been awake about 25 years. It's just crazy. Enough about that. I'm going to come back and take your phone calls. Got a bunch of other clips we're going to get to. But remember, they're trying to censor us. They're trying to shut us down. Support our local affiliates. Spread the word. Support their sponsors. Become a sponsor of that station. And support us with great products. And spread the link, Infowars.com.
The right-wing smear machine has gotten Alex Jonesified this election cycle.
There's a guy named Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
From InfoWars.
From InfoWars.
Yeah.
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
One of those guys who believes Bigfoot was responsible for 9/11.
I heard that on Alex Jones, so it's true.
Claims that 9/11
and the Oklahoma City bombings were inside jobs.
The conspiracy du jour, Hillary Clinton is harboring a secret medical condition.
You just had to keep digging, didn't you, Alex?
I heard it on Alex Jones, so I know it's true.
Google is being accused of hiding negative stories about Hillary and her campaign by changing its algorithm to vary stories like the Clinton body count story. That's according to website InfoWars.
And this really just is so disgusting.
The juice of these pickles is on you, Alex Jones.
It goes right from Alex Jones, and it shows up in Donald Trump's mouth.
Hillary Clinton created ISIS with Obama.
The very fringe of the conspiracy movement, like Alex Jones, are being kind of incorporated into the campaign.
If Trump gets elected, he's going to be Secretary of Defense.
I think that Alex Jones is a lunatic.
Move, bitch! Get out the way!
Bill Clinton is a rapist. Infowars.com.
Bill Clinton is a rapist.
Bill Clinton is a rapist. Infowars.com. Infowars.com. Bill Clinton's a rapist.
The New World Order sends its regards.
If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance. It's Alex Jones.
All right, I notice a theme emerging on the calls. We've got like 12 callers on the board. That's the limit of the calls we can see. One time we had 24,000 calls in just 3 hours. Other talk show hosts begged for phone calls with 20-plus thousand calls. I'm not bragging. It just shows you. Again, they're all about how they're the MSN. They have the audience. CNN hardly ever takes calls. When they do, they have to beg for them. Because at 5 o'clock, they take our republic to the gallows pole. Yeah, they want to kill this republic. It won't go so easily, quietly into the night. If they want to fight, they're going to get one. I never won a fight I started. I only started a couple. I won every fight somebody else started. Every time. And that's what it comes down to, ladies and gentlemen. They have initiated the fight. They're going to lose. All right. I want to go to your phone calls. Briefly, it's admitted, and we've all gotten so calm about it, that Facebook's blocking mild promotion of let's make America great again. Hey, it's great. Look, jobless, numbers have gone down. And then you own a major sporting goods store. I know somebody that works and runs their marketing. And they get suspended for a day on Facebook. And their boss comes in and says, why does that happen? Well, we got suspended for political speech, they say. And then, of course, the upper-level management says, well, then don't do it again. Well, now even your sporting goods store doesn't have optimism for America. This is how this is working. And then most of these people are scared to speak out. I know for a fact that other big libertarian patriot sites are getting kicked off ad roll. They're getting censored. They're scared to speak out. They're hoping they can grovel back to it. It's this instinct to be raped. And so YouTube and Google, and of course it's part of Google is YouTube, they're all censoring right now. And the answer is don't give in to it, speak out against it, and say it's wrong. They'll let all the anti-American globalist crap be online, but you start talking about stuff, they'll delete your video, they'll demonetize it, they'll suspend you, you name it. The answer is make an issue out of it, speak out of it, talk about it, or then it becomes normalized, then they start ratcheting it up. So we got a bunch of callers want to talk about what they're seeing happen. I mean, I remember seeing this years ago where you'd have Navy SEAL grip about Benghazi. Put together a meme about, Hillary lied, they died, just images of the men's faces. Facebook would block that because it was viral. Now they're just blocking stuff and not letting you spread things. Or on Trump's Twitter, it's only negative comments that go to the top. They're controlling that and admitting they are. They said, hell, we might just ban him, the president, off Twitter. So if you support the president, they're trying to block you off these third-party sites. So raid these third-party sites with the truth. Get the info out there even harder, but build your own site again. Go back to those like Matt Drudge warned here in his only interview in 4 years, a year and a half ago, or a year and 3 months ago. Create your own system. Build your. We have our own streams, our own podcast, our own audio, our own, you name it, Infowars.com/show. We can still contact you via email. with key videos and articles and discounts for the shopping cart, you name it. InfoWarsStore.com. But go to InfoWars.com/newsletter and sign up for that so we can stay in contact with you. We have the last chance for the defense of liberty and free speech, Make America Great Again, mega specials that end tomorrow. Silver Bullet Colloidal Silver, 33% off. Super Male Vitality, 25% off. Brain Force, 25% off. Survival Shield X2, 25% off. Caveman, 33% off. Donald J. Trump and Ronald Reagan, one-of-a-kind lithographs numbered $19.95. In a store, they'd be hundreds or if not thousands framed. Free Alexa Pure Water Filter with 3 months supply of high-quality My Patriot InfoWars Select Storable Food. Get great products and help fund the tip of the spear in the fight against the globalists, help defend InfoWars, and help us bring in more capital to fund this news operation under the censorship with these Make America Great Again specials at InfoWarsStore.com before we pull down the specials. We've got a limited edition Donald Trump M4 lower that's 80% complete, that's about to sell out, that's got a laser scan, a laser burn of Trump. It says 1776 reborn, President of the United States, 45, Donald J. Trump. And it's numbered. All right. Let me go ahead and start with your phone calls now. I've got other news and other clips I'm going to hit as well, some interesting scientific developments. But here's what I'm saying. People want us to fight. They want us to take action. They want to see people defeat the New World Order, create a liberty narrative that counters them. You want to see us not just have a beachhead in Washington, but reverse it all. Trump knows he will win by delivering prosperity and restoring the republic. He's all in. There's no way he's fake. Attacking those that are anti-free speech, attacking political correctness, promoting Americana, exposing globalism, exposing one-time and one-sided trade deals is coffin nails to their agenda. That's why they hate him. It's why Goldman Sachs gave 100% of their money to Hillary, not to Trump. Is he trying to recruit people from Goldman Sachs to join him in this quest? Absolutely. It's like trying to get the German general staff in World War II to be secret agents for America. Of course. But the globalists hate Trump, the great indicator. Then you look at what he's doing, the small business numbers. It's all coming in the best since 1984. And they howl and say, shut it down. And if you try to promote the fact that even Bloomberg and CNN admit that Trump's doing great with small businesses and the general public, they try to shut it down. All right, who do we go to first here? So many calls. We got Shane in Ohio wants to talk about Facebook censorship. A lot of this is coming in. So let's talk about this because they don't want to announce this. Notice I announced on Monday that one of the biggest advertising hubs that Google makes you use to be on Google advertising. This isn't me selling you stuff. This is me trying to go out and sell stuff to make money to bring it back to fund the operation. Big part of why we even have money this year to operate. Now, this is a huge blow. If we don't fix it and have surgery, we'll bleed out. This will really show that we're weak. They'll attack us more. We'll go down. We must beat this and get bigger. Not because I want to be bigger, believe me, but because that's how it works. You don't stay in stasis. You get smaller or bigger. And I have responsibility because if we get small, then they're really going to come in. We've got to hyper expand here. I realize that. I know it historically. I'm doing it. So again, I'm going to come back and take your calls, actually. We'll do 2 segments with them. But, no, I'll go to one right now. How long do I have? A minute and a half? Only got like a minute 20. I know I'm going to come back to Shane and others that are being censored. But it's everywhere. Everybody's talking about it. You can even email an American flag on the 4th of July, and they'll block you. Just like the Ninth Circuit ruled 2 years ago that American flags are banned in public schools in California because they're hurtful. Whiteboards all over colleges nationwide because someone might write something offensive are being banned. Detroit News, AP. And they're saying this is good. Again, that's like saying you can never write a book because you might write something hateful. You can't have whiteboards. This is real authoritarianism. It's not coming down the road. It was so bad. If they were going to win, if they were going to get this in, they were going to physically come after us, and that was so crazy. I'll give you a big secret. A lot of the mercenaries inside the CIA and FBI and NSA and Defense Intelligence didn't block Hillary because they even cared about America and because they cared about God. They did it because they knew it would absolutely cause a civil war and was bad for business and their own selfish lives. But at least they weren't pure evil, so committed like kamikazes they were willing to bring it all down just to take over. But that's the big secret, is the globalists were planning to bring it all down this year if Hillary got in, and a bunch of evil people blocked it.
bang, bong, bing, bing.
Today we call it bone broth, and for thousands of years our ancestors enjoyed its benefits before it became lost to our modern diets of processed junk. We are now introducing Caveman by InfoWarsLife.com, the ultimate in true paleo nutrition with bone broth, turmeric root, chaga mushroom, and 7 total primal superfoods in a single great tasting formula. Caveman. It's those people living in the wilds having to actually build civilization that are our superior ancestors, and we need to do everything we can to recapture that. Everyone knew that you used all the parts of the animal. You used the meat for sustenance, the fat for cooking, but you used the bones for strength. From the outside structure full of minerals and key cofactors to the marrow that produces the blood for the body, this is the engine of the life essence. I'm a long way from the caveman my ancestors were, but I'm sure as hell trying to get back to that essence that made us what we were, and this is a big part of it. I know you're going to want to check out Caveman Ultimate Paleo Formula for yourself at InfoWarsLife.com today.